everyone, welcome to a human design experience.
Hi, I'm Julie. I'm a 3-5 ego projector.
I'm Monique. I'm a 1-4 spleening projector.
Hi, I'm Jess. I'm a 4-6 Sacral Generator.
Together, we've created this human design experience for you all, and we can't wait to see you there.
Miami edition.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jess Tilley. I am a co-founder of a human design experience in Miami that's happening this April, the 9th through the 12th. I am so excited to introduce to you today Nathalie Kaiser, who's going to be one of our speakers for the event. Nathalie is a 5-1 Sacral Generator. She is an independent instructor of BG5 Business Institute, Human Design for Business. She's been training BG5 and OC16 consultants now for 12 years in both English and Dutch, and she's been working with them since 2016. And I love Nathalie. Nathalie and I actually met working together on Return to the Magic Island. You are just magical. The energy you bring, just the thoroughness. You're like, Jess, you're here, and this, and just the continuity. And yeah, I loved working with you, and we're so excited to have you in Miami.
I'm so very much more than you excited to come to Miami because I've never ever in my whole life been to the States, and I have a little link with Cuba, so I'm very fond of Cuba for over 20 years, and I have a Cuban daughter, a half Cuban daughter. Miami is little Havana. I'm so thrilled to come to your festival. Yes.
Yes. Oh, I'm excited to hug you in person. And also, the magic that you bring, because so often, we talk about and we explore human design, but not necessarily BG5, right? And OC16 aspects of it. And a lot of times you think like BG5 business, you think like suit, you think stuffy, you think, which is everything. Yes, yeah. I know, but we're wearing the cute suits. And that's it. Your energy is so much fun. It's so playful. Yeah. I mean, even your suit jacket with the flowers and the pictures behind you. And that's something we really connected on, is that play, that fun. And so we're really excited that you get to bring this in a way, and that you as a person are so approachable as well. This transition we're going in 2027, a lot of people talk about that, but not necessarily like in human design, how we're speaking to like, this is you as an individual. But it's like, what is that dynamic in group settings, right? So I would love if you could share a little bit more for people that don't know exactly what BG5 and OC16 does.
Yeah. So these are names, and I heard Monique say names, and I think I have to calculate something because there's numbers in it, Yes. I'm lost already.
Calculus, what?
Yeah. So actually, why there are numbers? So BG5 stands for base group 5. And actually everything we do as humans, and not only in business, you have it already. You are in a Penta. Penta is actually the small team dynamics, which is base group 5. 5 people, 3 to 5 people make a Penta. You have that from birth, when you come into a family, usually the family is mom, dad, and a child, and then you're 3 already. So we are living together. Ubuntu. I am because you are, as because we are. And no human is an island. We cannot survive alone. And that is the beauty about what I teach. We not only teach about the individual, so we actually do the same thing as people learn in human design through the regular courses of the foundation courses, Rave ABC, Ray Photography, etc. We do the same. We look at the individual the same. The only difference is we also look at the aspect of how do you collaborate with others? How do you interact best with others? What is your role? What is your place? What are your business skills? They're called business skills, but it's actually skills to collaborate. You could also say that. And then each of us have something to bring. So we're all part of a big puzzle, and we all have our rightful place. And that's actually what we teach. So BG5 stands for base group 5 because it's the basic group and building block of any grouping, any organization, any sports group, any yoga class, any whatever, right? So you can see it, school class, you can see it in everywhere where we humans gather, and we are tribal people. We gather. That's how we survive and thrive and evolve. And then OC16 actually stands for Organizing Channel 16. So if you've ever seen like a little image of the WA circuitry. You probably have seen like the 4521, which is management. It is also the channel of management. And then you have the 5125 and the 214, the 2750 and the 596, and then the 360. Those are the WA leadership channels, so the organizing channels, and then each of them have a power base, so a department, a collaboration group behind them, and that actually is the full chart. So every of your 64 gates actually have a role to play in large group dynamics. And why 16? So if you have the largest, so how do I say, the smallest large group is actually 16, because you have 3 pentas, the building blocks. So 3 smaller groups of 5 persons is 15. An alpha, a leader, is 16. And that's why it's called OC, Organizing Channel 16. And large group are not so much. So the old way, the old paradigm is control and top down and hierarchy, etc. But actually, that is shifting, that's changing to organizing. Yes. So the energy flows bottom up. And that's the interesting part. Management may think they tell you what to do, even now, but it actually works on the work floor and the people interacting and at the water cooler and the coffee machine. That's where, life happens and where organization happens. So it is through the organizing channels, through communication, that a large group is held together and actually moves forward in a consistent way. So that's what I teach, and there's a whole lot to it, because it's as simple and complicated as we are humans. So if you already know your design, you know that there is a lot to it, and then imagine people coming together and it all interacting with each other. But there's also, in essence, a simpleness to it, like your strategy and authority, as simple as that, and you can operate great. In group dynamics, we have the same set of, things of how it can operate great, but also a lot of complexity if you get into your head, or if, it's not organized well and not communicated well.
Yeah. And that's one of the things I really love about BG5. It's really like at the beginning when you're forming your group, and that initial steps. And that's what I'm so, so excited, because, we're going to get to learn from you a little bit more about this, but also experiment with it.
Yes.
See how your energy, what happens to your energy in a Penta? How do you feel, like starting to notice, and like for you to have people's charts, and I am so, so, so excited about this.
So I will not, exactly. Actually, the learning mostly will be in the experiment and in the experience, because there are 2 courses of 3 semesters to become a BG5 consultant, to become an OC16 consultant. Then, so it's a lot of theory. But what I noticed in doing these experiments with people that potentially know their design, right? Otherwise, you don't come to a human design event. But they know their design, like even in basic information, they just jump into such an experiential exercise, or creating something together, and it will unfold. It happens automatically, right? But then to be able to explain, like, you saw that, you saw this, and how it all interacted, and how it blew up, and how it got back together, and it's really funny. And then I can explain a little bit. And what I saw, that people joining these experiments actually grasp it sometimes at a deeper level than my students, that have to go through all of the theory and the theoretical exercise in their mind of how it unfolds. But if you see it happening, it's like, and then you get it and you don't forget it, because you bumped your nose or something happened. A lot of third line stuff is going on.
Yes, I love that. Like getting your hands in and actually experiencing it. And I love that. That's one of the most like potent ways.
I won't come and bring a lecture. I won't. I will explain afterwards, or give a little, like, what do we see happening, to kind of grasp what how it all unfolds. But just a lecture,
not
it's a little bit dry.
People.
It's just So we're going to have fun. I love fun. That's the best way to learn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so
Yes.
excited.
So we are creating, so now in Sofia, so the International Human Design Festival in Sofia,
Mhm.
we're launching a new OC16 game that I also want to bring to Miami together with my colleague Karen Sherwood. So she's from the US, so we probably, will join together. And in the game, there is actually a playful way to learn about your OC16 roles. So every of the 64 traits have gates in human design have a specific role to play.
Yeah.
And there is a card deck that we have developed with 64 cards with all of the roles in an OC16. And then you will. We're going to play with it in Sofia, so we may adjust a little bit how we're going to play with it. But we actually also developed the OC16 Tree of Life. It kind of shows visually what actually the energy does. And it is a tree because there is like energy that's the innovation energy, the R&D department, right? Is the motor of an organization, and then you have the trunk of the strategic direction that, and then you have all the workforce in the leaves and the branches that are also organized by some other management channels. But in a sense, so we're going to color, we're going to work with all of this, we're going to play with the cards, we're bringing you together in different throughout the game, looking for the other role, looking for the other people that are in your communication line. And with that, you will learn about it.
Oh gosh, that feels so good. And again, that play aspect, which is just so wonderful instead of having like a whole bunch of like spreadsheets, right? It's like,
Oh,
here's the
yes.
deck, here's the play. And so
And
just the energy you guys bring
I
is
really
just so exciting.
believe, and we see it more and more, like constellation work, standing on the body graph mat, all these types of experiencing it in the body. And I love that your whole event is more around that as well. That is where the learning is. That's how you embody it, because we've tried enough with our mind to to be, but to be is actually over here. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. And
Yeah.
that's why, exactly like you're saying, it's a human design experience, right? It's not a
Yes.
human design conference. It's not a human design. It's the experience where we're getting
Yes.
to play. So
So that's
anybody
why
who's, anybody
no,
who's
that's why I'm
interested, yeah.
so looking forward to come to your event, and also because you have other modalities that you bring of body
Yeah.
experiential
Yeah.
things, and getting into your body and body work. So that's great. That's great because it all flows together. It all
It does. It
brings
all
you. Yeah.
supports together. So yeah. Well, thank
Yes.
you so much, Natalie. We are so excited to see you in April, and I can't wait to hug you.
Yeah, for sure. All
Yeah.
right. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks.
See you
Bye.
soon.
Bye.